Maybe it's just me, but I always find it interesting when they release really potent news on national holidays or around that time when most people are not going to be looking. But nonetheless, we have some XRP news today. We have some Bitcoin news today. We have some Quant news today. We're going to begin here with this article, and it is titled, When Ripple versus SEC End Date. XRP advocate shares epic prediction. All right, so let's find out what they have to say. We heard what Brad Garlinghouse said recently. I'm keeping that in mind. All right. It says here, attorney Fred Rispoli anticipates resolution in long-standing SEC case against Ripple by the end of July. And I think we all know why this individual is saying this. So let's find out if he confirms that. But once again, I keep in mind that Brad Garlinghouse hinted. He was very, very obtuse and opaque when he hinted at the case may be over around September, around that time, right? He was talking about the end of summer. Who knows? Only the judge knows, right? But I mean, nonetheless, July, September, hopefully it's sometime soon. That's neither one of those months. Time periods. Sorry about that. Months. Time periods is too long, too far away. It says here, well-known in XRP enthusiast circles, attorney Fred Rispoli was asked when he expects the SEC's case against Ripple, which has such a significant impact on, I don't know why they use this term. Anyway, I'm going to say popular, on the popular cryptocurrency to be resolved. Rispoli, in turn, gave a specific answer, giving not one, but two dates. Really? I thought he was only talking about one date. All right, they said two. Let's find out what they are. It says the legal expert said that he expects the verdict in the case, which has been dragging on for more than 3 years. They use a lot of excessive verbiage here. Just let's get to the point. It says on the last day of this July, it would be more poetic. Okay, so the last day of July versus it will be more poetic. However, if the verdict in the SEC's case against Ripple were to come down on July the 13th. There you go, folks. So this person's saying either the end of July or July 13th. I'd take either one. I'd take Brad Garlinghouse's September date, whichever. Let's get this done. All right. Because I feel like I know what's coming after that. The way Ripple has been talking. Listen, they better not just be talking. I don't think they are. They've been on their A game. They've been all about business. They've been all about making money, expansion, and they've never seemed like just talk. So if I'm going to go by their energy, they've been carrying the last 4 or 5 months. Oh, they have to be sitting on some massive partnership announcements. And you and I both know it's been but first of all, it's been a long time since massive announcements have come out. But you and I both know almost nothing gets the people fired up. And by the people, I mean the big money companies, big money whales. That's who I mean. All right. Because that's who moves the price. Nothing gets them excited like announcements. You know, because announcements have a lot to do with long-term money, big money, slow money. You know, listen, slow nickel beats a fast dime any day. You know, that's how they think. And I mean, that's just how I personally feel. So I believe that once we get this over with, boom, 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 left and right. There should be announcements coming out. NDAs. There should be conditions on those NDAs. I don't think they're timed. I think they're conditional where there has to be something in there that says, listen, after the case is over, then you can make these announcements. That's what I would think. I don't think you use timed NDAs here. Like, you know, and I say that because a lot of the various industries use timed NDAs. Oh, you can't talk about this for the next four or 5 years or something like that. I don't think that's what's going on here. But let's continue on. We have more news to get through. So now we have more news here. This article is titled, Ripple rolls out new feature for payments API. What is it about? I don't know. You tell me. Tell me. I don't know what's going on here. All right, let's find out. I just know if they added something new, it's probably going to be pretty good, right? Right? Ripple, a blockchain payments firm, has unveiled a new feature for its payments API called, quote, try it, unquote. This new addition is designed to help developers by providing an interactive experience with Ripple Payments API and other APIs. Moreover, it allows users to send simulated API requests, and receive responses without needing to log in or provide authorization tokens. Wow. Wow. So once again, they're making it easier to utilize these particular things, which then theoretically should make way for bringing more developers in. This is what everybody wants, right? They want people using the XRPL more and more. They want companies and people building on the XRPL more and more. Hey, listen, this is one of the things that helps with it, right? Streamlining. It says the quote, try it, unquote feature is accessible through API documentation pages for Ripple Payments API, Smart Liquidation Service API, and Report Service API. This interactive tool lets users test how specific endpoints respond in real time. Additionally, it serves as a valuable resource for both developers and development teams evaluating the firm's technology. Exactly. Look at that right there. For both developers and development teams evaluating the firm's technology. It makes all of this easier. It's going to bring in more business, hopefully. And then they actually go into who wrote this article. This is from CoinGate.com. Good job. I rarely see thorough articles like this. They actually go into how you use it. To use the try it feature, follow the steps for the get/fees operation. They take you through a few of the steps. This is pretty good. I like this. Respect to CoinGate.com for putting in the hard work. All right, so let's move on here. We have more news. Oh, now I was talking about this recently. I believe I spoke about this in the, of course, my ideas are just vastly different from what's going to be said in this article here, but we're on the same page as far as where crypto is going. I was talking in the live stream. If you didn't see the live stream, members only live stream, I hope you check it out. You can join the members only section. The join button is sometimes below the video. Sometimes it's inside the description box. You'll get the members only posts. I make different posts. Some of them are articles. Some of them are, videos. Not my videos. Some of them are videos where they have information in those videos, right? Then I have my own members only videos I post. And then also you'll get to participate in the live streams that I do from time to time and get to talk to me. And if you want to put something in the chat, you can. It's up to you. But anyway, this article here is titled Crypto Industry is About to Boom, is outperforming the internet. Architect partners. I was just saying that it looks like we're going towards a golden age. That's how I phrased it, a golden age. And I like to say, I don't know how long that's going to last, but I just know when it comes, it should be. This is not financial advice, folks. It's just my humble opinion. All right. I'm not a financial advisor, but it should be bigger than the last bull run. A multitude of coins should go up. Legit utility coins, right? There won't be one winner. I don't know where this comes from. A lot of people, they like this coin, that coin. I just don't see it that way. It didn't happen like that before. I don't think it's going to happen in the future like that. But anyway, first bullet point here says the cryptocurrency industry is starting a major growth phase. The report said, second bullet point, Architect Partners said the industry added more than $750 billion in value in the first half of the year. Whoa. Third bullet point, it says crypto, the stepchild of the internet. I like how they put that. That's funny. The stepchild of the internet is outperforming its predecessor at the same part of their respective life cycles, the advisory firm said. Now, that is majorly important. See, that's something a lot of people are not going to see. Something a lot of people are not going to discuss is that even though it hasn't been apparent, it's not a visual thing. People can't just look and see, like with their peepers, they're peeping the growth of the industry. No, but it is happening. So then the question is, where does everything head? Where does it go? And obviously, like this article starts, and this is on finance.yahoo.com, crypto industry is about to boom. It doesn't say it's booming right now. It didn't say it's booming before. It says crypto industry is about to boom. I agree with that. Yes. We're getting there. It says the digital asset industry is beginning a major growth phase and is in a far better place than it was 2 years ago. Investment bank Architect Partners said in a quarterly report published last week. By the way, I'm keeping my voice low because I'm a little bit tired. I had a crazy workout this morning. Crazy workout this morning. I'm just a wee bit tired. And I have to say that because I know every time I lower my voice, and I'm not just talking like regular Mick, like I'm projecting my voice. That's how I usually do in videos. Somebody will type in the comment section and they'll say, "Why do you sound different today?" It's like, I'm tired. I'm keeping my voice down today. I don't want to expend a lot of energy that's deliberate. So there, there you have it, folks. Hey, can't say I don't respond to you. All right. The value of the crypto industry climbed more than $750 billion in the first half. The company said growth was driven by a surge in the value of crypto tokens, equating to more than $700 billion. The successful launch of spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds in the U.S., which drew in more than $15 billion, and the appreciation of publicly listed crypto companies, which added a further $11 billion. Crypto and the internet, both of which are disruptive technologies, have very similar characteristics, the report said, noting that the crypto market is recovering from the so-called crypto winter much faster than the internet recovered after the dot-com bubble burst in 2000. Wait a minute. Let me scroll up. Let me not lose my spot. Who wrote this? I like to keep writers in mind. This is from someone named Will Canny. All right, because I'd like to hear more of what they have to say. This person knows what they're talking about. They are on their A game. Look at that. We're recovering much faster than the internet did. Once again, where does all of this lead? And when we're talking crypto, hey, listen, we're talking about that money. I'm here for the money. I'm not here for the tech. I don't pretend. Right? I want that bank money. I want those big companies. I want those big companies to put their capital in, and then we take their capital. That's what I'm here for. That's why I said in the beginning is how I feel right now. Nothing's changed. So that's where it all leads to. That's where it all leads to, folks. And the beauty of it is we are witnessing it right now. Look how in the last year and a half, all the big major companies that praise Solana. Look at in the last year and a half, all the major companies that praise Chainlink. They're walking in. They're walking slowly, but they're walking in and they have their wallets out. But like this article says, crypto is about to boom. It's coming. That's what it says here. I mean, listen, you got to make up your own mind about all of that. Just how I personally feel, how the article writer feels. I don't know how you feel about all of that. All right. So it says here, it says deal activity. Ooh, this person. Oh, this is a sharp writer. Deal activity, partnerships, deals. Deal activity is also on the rise. Oh, they're telling. With the announced transaction value in the second quarter hitting a record high of $2.7 billion. Did you know this? Did you hear about this number? This is XC because I didn't. This is eye-opening. This is good. I like this. Exceeding the combined value of the previous 8 quarters. Ooh, see that? The report noted. Architects said confidence. I literally, I know somebody out there is like, Mick, these reactions, like, this is literally, what you want me to be, fake? You want me to read like a robot? This architect said confidence in the, nah, I'm just going to be myself. I'm being real. You should want everybody to be themselves and be real with you. Be honest with you, right? Architect said confidence. That's how I be feeling inside. Like, ooh, okay. Like, what you see on the outside is what I feel on the inside, you know. I just happen to be brave enough to show you. Architects said confidence and momentum in markets are back. Okay, yeah, I can agree with that too, for the most part. With crypto winter in the past and, quote, professionalism, risk management, ethical behavior. Wait a minute now. Hold on now. Ethical. And doing it right are finally becoming the foundational principles of crypto, unquote. By that, I believe this person is saying that because the companies are taking over. When I look at the traditional aspects of crypto, there's not a lot of this going on here. But when I look at it from the aspect of now, the utility coins and the utility coin companies, DLT companies, are now beginning to serve their purpose. Like it's beginning. They're not up and fully flowing just yet. They're not unleashed just yet. But the unleashing, I do believe, is coming soon. And that's where we get these types of statements from, I believe. So now, Once again, also, if I repeat myself a little bit from time to time lately, it's because I am absolutely worn out just from life. Like, I love doing this, but the rest of life, oh my God, it definitely has worn me out. All right, so bear with me while I regenerate my energies. All right, now we're going to get to the big dog Bitcoin. Yeah, can't wait for Bitcoin to howl. Woo! Howl at the moon like a wolf. Somebody out there was like, that was a weak howl, Mick. What you want? How loud you want me to be? Would you want me to disturb the neighbors with? Now, the neighbors are way over there and way over there. Now, I'm not even going to lie to you. Their house over there, all the way over there, and all the way over there. They can't hear nothing I do. Anyway, but I'm still not going to howl that loud. You can get the idea. Anyway, here's a little random. Yeah, I'm going to hit you with a random. So what? Look, we're going to get to the Bitcoin. Hold on. Let me socialize with you just for a minute. There was an old samurai movie, right? Very gory, black and white. That's how old it is. But do not underestimate it. It was called Lone Wolf and Cub. If you like martial arts films and you haven't seen Lone Wolf and Cub, there was another name for it. Wait, no. Yeah. Okay. So the first name was Lone Wolf and Cub. There was an alternate name for it called Shogun Assassin. Oh, man. That was a good movie where I don't remember what happened to the mother, but the father and a son were alone. The father was a great samurai who served the shogun. The shogun turned on the father. So the father picked up his sword when the shogun sent his men to their house to assassinate him. And the father took all of them out in dramatic, gory fashion. I'm talking about when you see this movie, you're going to say, well, they made this back in the 50s or 60s. Are you serious right now? Yes. And then they went on an insane adventure to take vengeance upon the shogun. Oh, man. So when I said wolf, it just triggered that memory of Lone Wolf and Cub, a.k.a. the Shogun Assassin. Yeah, that's a good one right there. But it's long. If you're going to watch Shogun Assassin, number one, remember, it's gory, very gory. Number two, very good storytelling. So sometimes it could be a little bit slow at parts. Just be ready for that. And number three, it is a long movie, but it is well worth it. Classic, 100%. All right. So now back to your regularly scheduled programming. This article here is titled Bitcoin Primed for a Rebound based on one indicator, just one, says crypto analyst. Here is his outlook. Let's scroll down here if it'll let me. It says a closely followed crypto analyst who says that Bitcoin is gearing up to bounce back based on one indicator. In a new strategy session, crypto trader Ali Martinez. Martinez is back. Oh, yeah. Like I said, watch out. I know. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. I never noticed. Whoa, you have both the name Ali and Martinez? If you know Martinez. And I've never met a Martinez that couldn't fight. I've never seen it. Never. If you're Martinez out there, you know you can fight. You know it. You know this. Somebody in your family boxes 100%. Somebody in your family does martial arts. I don't know what it is that Martinez has that energy. And then Ali? Do I need what? Anyway, I like powerful names. My father always said there's a lot to a name, right? He gave us some powerful names. Trust me on this. So anyway, let's scroll down here and find out what Ali Martinez has to say. It says, quote, the TD presents a buy signal on the Bitcoin 1 hour chart, anticipating a rebound of 1 to 4 hourly candlesticks for BTC. All right. Then it continues. The TD sequential indicator is generally used by traders to determine potential points of reversal for an asset. Martinez says that historically, the top crypto asset by market cap has recuperated in July after having a rough month of June. Quote, historically, when Bitcoin has a negative June, it tends to bounce back strongly in July. In fact, BTC has shown an average return of 7.98% and a median return of 9.6% during this month, unquote. It says, however, the analyst says that based on current futures positions, it's possible that Bitcoin's dip isn't over yet. I agree with that. Just based on the patterns I've seen over the years, looking at the psychology of the people, reading different articles, reading different comment sections on some of the pricing sites, like CoinMarketCap and such, and just seeing what people are saying. Yeah, I don't think that the dip is over yet. And understanding that the companies, I haven't heard that those big companies have gotten into position just yet. So I think they may want the price to stay down a little bit longer. Maybe it dips a little bit lower as well. But once I start hearing more about companies getting into position who acquired Bitcoin and didn't have it before, or didn't have a certain large amount of it before, right? They could have some, but get a larger amount of it. Then I'm going to start looking at the price start going up more consistently. Of course, there's still going to be dips, but that's where my mind is coming from. If that makes sense to you, right? I know I just threw a bunch of thoughts at you. I think like that. I think of a bunch of thoughts all at one time. I don't think of one thought at a time. It's a bunch of thoughts all at once, and I have to decide which ones are important. And I say that because I know a lot of people tell me that they don't think like that, which is interesting that we all have this different way of thinking. But a lot of people tell me, oh, Mick, I have one thought at a time. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting, but that's not the way that I work. So that's why I talk in a particular way. So it says Bitcoin price action has been brutal, but only $280 million in longs have been liquidated at 25.4 in shorts. In the past, we have seen mass liquidation events over $1 billion. This tells us either the BTC dip is not over yet, or shorts are about to get obliterated. Unquote. Says Bitcoin is trading at $57,343 at the time of writing, a 4.8% decrease during the last 24 hours. All right. So listen, man, future looks very bright for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. I'm just waiting. It's a waiting game at this point. Let me end off with this. I don't want to make the video too long, so let me get to this because I wanted to get some quant news in there. I haven't seen some significant quant news in a little while now. And listen, they put out their tutorials on their YouTube and things like that. But this here spoke volumes. Now, this article here is titled, let me scroll up. Bear with me one moment here, because I'm a huge believer in quant. I can't wait. This article is titled, Digital Pound Future Clearer Under Labor Government Despite Scant Details. Labor appears more committed to a CBDC than other parties. And when you talk CBDC in the United Kingdom, you're talking Quant. I hope people know that. Quant Network. Listen, there's no guarantees for the future, but Quant has been working with them hand in hand. So let's go here, because they have a statement from Gilbert Verdian here. And this is what Gilbert Verdian has to say. I'm skipping a lot. You can read the entire article yourself, but I'm going to just Gilbert Verdian's piece. It says, regardless of politics, momentum from the industry and the central bank on development of a CBDC has not changed. Not. It says, and is unlikely to change. Really? So he's saying it's close to a guarantee. And he would know because they've been working on it. It says here, as a result of any power shift, says Quant's Gilbert Verdian. Then he continues, quote, we saw from the Bank of England. I keep telling people that's one of Quant's main partners, the Bank of England. This is consultation that was sent out last year. Any previous consultation on the topic received a few hundred responses, but this one got 50,000. There's a huge amount of momentum behind this, especially from the industry and regardless of what government is going to be in place, unquote. So listen, that actually is a lot to decode right there, or unpacked, whichever you prefer. It says Verdian says, because he says, regardless of what government is going to be in place. So I don't know how it works over there, but does the government, this may sound silly, but listen, I'm in the United States and I know mostly how that works as far as really how the government works. Now in the UK, is the government supposed to represent the people? That's the question. I have a lot of people out here that are on the channel from the UK, but if the government, and this is where I'm leading to, if the government is supposed to represent the people, but Gilbert Verdian says a CBDC is coming, whether the government, no matter which political entity runs the government, then that means that a CBDC is coming, whether the people like it or not. Correct? This is what I'm saying. He said a lot in a very, very obtuse way. So anyway, I catch little things like that. It says, he continues, he says he hopes to see a first version of a, quote, minimum viable product of a CBDC live in the next year or two, unquote. Boom. And we just read that from somewhere else about a week ago. Remember that? Somebody else was saying the same thing. They said 1 to 2 years. Why are they all on the same timeline? But 1 year is not that far away. It's not, if it's going to be the 1 year, of course. And of course, this is no guarantee. I like to say that because some people will take things as guarantees. I don't know why, but they do. But just understand, oh my word, there's less Quant in the world than there is Bitcoin. So if those interbank payments, the wholesale payments, retail payments is running through Quant, and all of these different companies begin using Quant, and this is just one region. Quant's reach is huge. But if it all begins running through Quant and companies have to pay their subscription fees in QNT, well, they can pay in dollars, but when they pay in dollars or pound or euro, Quant itself, Quant Network converts that into QNT. So QNT is used no matter what for everything, okay? But when that happens, what happens to Quant's price? I'm just asking questions because that's exactly what comes to my mind. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, let's get to the money.